Welcome everybody. Wow, just a few days till Christmas. Can you believe it? Like the year has just flown by. Flown by. And I'm pretty sure most of us are just real happy about that, Just make it go away. Well, sadly it's not going away, but in time. Alrighty. Move some of my stuff. I was getting everything prepared. All right, we look pretty centered. All is good there. So I'm showing you a sneak peek tonight. This is a sneak peek of two items from Sale-a-bration. I can't open it yet, so those of you who already have your Sale-a-bration and January to June minis, open to like the back page of the Sale-a-bration, because in there is this. So this comes as two items together, and just moving a couple more things. I don't like when they're in my picture. Anyway, so this is a stamp set that I got free with Sale-a-bration, Berry Blessings, and it is photopolymer, which is good because it's two-step, and you kind of have to know where you're stamping, I love greenery, so this is perfect. These little berries are adorable, as you can see on the paper, which I'm going to show you in a second, how cute it is. And you know me, you know that I like two different fonts in my sentiments. And we're going to be using this one. You always have a way of making my day. I really like that. I think that is so pretty. So that's the stamp set we're using. So excited about that. It isn't something that I would normally get, but it was free, so I got it. Why not? So isn't this pretty? And what I'm going to do is we're going to make a card, but I'm going to show you the card that we're making, and then we're going to change it. Hey, Rosemary, welcome. Welcome. So this paper, the two of them go together, the Berry Blessing stamp set, and this, which is the Berry Delightful DSP, Designer Series paper. So I love this because I'm a big fan of rich raspberry and greens, like so. I'm not going to put that too far because I have to show you both sides. This, well, I love anything that's kind of plaid looking lines. These leaves, the paper, I don't know which, probably had that going the wrong way. The paper here looks like it's been drawn, but it looks like watercolor, which is so pretty. And I just think that looks just so fresh. You know what I mean? Hi, Marcy. Merry Christmas to you as well. All right, so this is the back of one of the papers. They don't all go in the same direction. So, well, I call one the back. This is the front to me. And then these berries, the blueberries, they look so fresh, seriously. And I think it'll make our cards look very, very happy. I can't think of another word. Happy. Anyway, really like that. And then these, I can see myself fussy cutting these. I really do. I know this goes with the set that's in the mini. At the moment, it's not coming to mind. Oh, we're back here. So let's flip it over. Now this is pretty, because I could see matching up something like this and this, and wouldn't that look just so pretty? Love it. So we'll get rid of that one. This one, I have to say, this is the other side of the blueberry, is probably my favorite one of all of these. Just pretty. I think that's Pacific Point. I think it is. I'd have to check the colors. Get the berries going the right direction. I was eating strawberries today. Yum. Yum. They do look, the way they paint these, they look real. This is the paper we're using tonight. Isn't that pretty? Love it. And then more with the strawberries and makes me feel like having a smoothie. Yum. Oh, and then the back of this one. So this is the rich raspberry on the one side with, I believe that's blackberry bliss as well. And I can see using that too. So this is only a part sheet because, yeah, I've used it a lot. So without further ado, oh, I should say that the Berry Blessing stamp set and the paper, they come together, and those are free with a $120 purchase. So well worth it. This is the card we're making, but again, we're going to make it in different colors. Hey, Deb, how are you doing? So lots of space to write. Now, you may want to get a pen and paper or just watch the replay because there's a bunch of measurements. Because, you know, I couldn't go standard, of course. Oh, why would I do that? Yeah, so this is the rich raspberry. This is shaded spruce. So we'll keep that handy, and then we'll go from there. Let's just make sure that stays in frame. One moment. There we go. Oh, I hope everyone's ready for Christmas. None of this craziness, you know? All right, the pieces. Let's bring the pieces. And don't let me forget the ribbon and the sparkly things. Like it's your responsibility to... No, it isn't. Okay, so our first piece is... It's right beside me. Poppy Parade. I wanted to do a Pretty Peacock. Well, I got the letters right, kind of. Anyway, so this is... Oh, now I need my little paper with all the dimensions. So this is 4.5. So it's basically a half sheet of paper. 4.5 by 9. Length is 9, and I scored it at our usual 5.5. So if I was to go like this and that piece was on here, that would just be the normal card base I use. So there we go. And you know what I noticed? I like leaving this like this so you can see that it is worth it very much to use your bone folder to get that nice and flat. As flat as it's going to be. Hi, Terry, and Merry Christmas to you. We're going to have a lot of Merry Christmases here tonight. All right, let's grab some more pieces. We are going to stamp as well. Okay, I'll just grab all of them. This is the inside piece. We'll do that one last. Actually, I think these two are the same size. Let me check. Oh, they are. Okay, so I have 2 pieces of Whisper White. It's just the regular, not the thick. And they are both of these are 3 1/8 by 4 and... No, that's wrong. 3 3/8 by 4 1/8. Now, again, they're the same, but this one has been embossed. You know, well, I think you can see that. I don't know if one side looks better than the other. With the Tasteful Textile 3D embossing folder. That's going to go right there. And obviously that one, well, it's going to go inside. And then what I did is I actually had a full piece and I wanted it here. So I cut that and just cut one little strip. So this is also Whisper White, also embossed the same way. This is 1 7/8 by 4 1/8, and that will go there. Then we have our beautiful paper. Here's the other side with those leaves. See, that would look, not on this one, but that looked pretty too. So this is the DSP, the Berry Delightful. This is 3 inches by 3 7/8, and 1/2 by 3 7/8. Now the reason, and I want them all to go the same direction, because I had this plain at first. I have to show you this. I had this plain at first, and I thought, yeah, no, lots of white is showing. So I thought embossing is a good thing. So I embossed it. Now I have a larger border on the sides and the top because we want to show off that embossing. And the same with this one. So why don't we put that together and they'll start taking shape, so to speak. Hey, Carol, welcome. All the way from Connecticut, welcome. Is this the good one? No, this is not the good one. I had 2 laying side by side, and I picked the wrong one. I had a 50-50 chance of getting that one. Alrighty, so just getting rid of the little glue buggy. I'm a little thrown off today because I was so sure it was Wednesday because I went to take care of my grandson today, and I don't usually go on Tuesdays. So it kind of threw my day off just a tad. So that's Tombow. And you know I like using it because I have wiggle time. All right, so we're just going to place that. If it's not straight right off the bat, use that wiggle time. Get your border straight. I'm eyeballing this. Okay, so it is wider. It's wider on the sides, like a larger, I thought it was, larger border on the sides than the top. Let's do this one too, and then we'll put it on the card. So the card itself isn't difficult at all. And it's a fun fold, and I just thought it would look, you know, I'll just do something slightly different. Slightly different. But my goodness, the new products are coming in. I have got more coming that might arrive tomorrow. How exciting is that? If they really do, I'll be surprised, but because I know how busy couriers are right now. Okay, want to make sure those two were lined up. So let's do the front. We're going to stamp last. How's that sound? Sometimes we stamp first and get everything ready to go, but hey, change things up once in a while, right? Make sure it's the direction I want it going. I figure the strawberry should hang down. And then again, I have my really yucky pants on, so I'm wiping the glue off on them in case you're wondering, where's that hand going and why does she not have glue on her fingers, Bill? Because I always tell you the truth. That's what I'm doing. Alrighty. Okay, I'm going to make this side, put this side in, and I have to remind myself, so I did this a couple days ago, and I should just look here. Oh yeah, there is a space between them. I kind of like that. It's kind of like having a little thin red line. Well, I'm glad you caught me live here too, Carol. I can't always read the comments because sometimes I get going on the card and I forget, hey, there might be words. Oh, and I did show the DSP, the full pack of it at the beginning, so you may want to go back and take a look after the video is posted. And I am going to put that on YouTube as well later. Well, once I'm done. It takes a little while to upload them. Okay. Pushing, 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 pushing. Just a little bit. Just ever so slightly to get it the way I want. Isn't that cute? And I didn't even remember. I know this is embarrassing. I did not remember until, oh gosh, probably 6 o'clock that yes, I have the card, but I'm doing it in a different color. So I had to, quick, get your colors together, which wasn't that difficult. That goes there. There they are. Okay, now I've made 2 of these. Why? In case I mess up. Okay, so this is, you can see the stitching on it. This is from the Stitched Shapes dies. Whew. Okay, and I have the stamp I mentioned. It's easier to see them on here. I have this one and this sentiment here. They seem to fit just perfectly on here. So here they are. And I brought 2 poppy parades. I'm not sure why. All right, so I think what I'll do is I'll put the sentiment on first, and then I will know. I'm going to do a little test too, just to make sure always. Yeah, that one needs an inking. Let's try the other one. And sometimes I make mistakes ordering, and I have 2. All right, so I may have to go all the way over because I don't, sometimes you know how you can see that center is a little bit lighter? That's because we stamp in the center. So be sure to go around the edges of your paper too. Now that I've done that, okay. The paper isn't white, so it's going to look a little bit different than it would on white. So here we go. And I may have to re-ink both of them. I just want this to be, I know it's an oval, but I just kind of want it to be straight, you know? Alrighty, so let's go about here. Here sounds good. Ooh, I have heard that we may have a white Christmas. For those who are wanting a little bit of snow, you may get your wish. As long as everybody's traveling safe, if they're going anywhere, then a little snow is okay. We don't have massive quantities right now in Southern Ontario anyway. Alrighty, so here's the reason why we did this first. So we could see, I have to lean over it a whole bunch. And we'll just turn that ever so slightly. And I'm just holding it down to get good coverage. You have lots of snow. I hate to say it, Carol, but you can keep your snow. We don't need any. I'm happy with green. I am. And I'm totally joking about that. We'll probably get snow too. All right, so I can't remember, have I used these already? These are the new brushes. What are the name of the brushes? Good gracious. Blending brushes. That sounds good. There isn't very nice weather. Oh, really? I don't want to hear it. All right, so I know this one's got some color on it, but these are so nice and thick. It is amazing. And I promised, I think it was on my Friday live, not live, I'm sorry, where we stamped together, where I had said that I would wash them and just check to see how wonderful they are. I forgot. Okay, so this is the shaded spruce again. Oh, sorry, that was shaded spruce. And I'm just taking some of the color off because I really only want a little bit. This looks nice like this. I just thought if I want to turn it this way so I can just put, and I'm going really, really light. I could do the two-step stamping, which would add this on top, but I kind of like it's kind of light and airy, and I kind of like that. Yes. Oh, you're glad you're staying home, Rosemary. I can see that, and my travel is all of 8 minutes. And because I don't go anywhere to speak of, that's why I can go visit my daughter even in, well, we're not in lockdown yet. We will be right after Christmas, right? I think. As long as everybody stays nice and good. I know we're not going to talk about it. We don't talk about it. We all know it's there. Alrighty, and then I'm just going to line that one up. Might as well get the inside. Now, if you wanted more space to write, just take another piece and cut it right here. And then you'll have lots. But I think this is not bad. All right, ooh, I know. I need this piece. So this is shaded spruce. Now, this is 1 inch wide and 5 inches long. And I am going to do what I did here, which is punch the ends. So this is my banner, triple banner punch. And for the first one, I think I'm just going to go right to the end. I think I should be okay. It should fit in here too. I have the 1 inch slot, which makes it nice and easy for punching. Okay, so, aha. So I know I don't want to take much more. Okay. Oh, really? You're already in lockdown, Dorothy? Interesting, because I thought that they were going to do it for Christmas. Oh, in Hamilton. I'm sorry. Yes, Hamilton. You're right. Yep, I forgot. My bad memory. Alrighty. Oh, you know what I forgot? Hold the fort. Hold the fort. We're going to bring this back and just move these aside ever so slightly, because I thought I would want, oh, that's the almost empty one. I would want some Wink of Stella. What does Lolly and Sand stand for? Excellent question. Okay, well, I'm Sandy, so I'm the sand part of Lolly and Sand. And my cousin, Lori, is the Lolly part. Before I got this going, a lot more heavy duty than I had in the past, we were going to do crafts together and have a blog, and we would call it Lolly and Sand. Just thought that was cute. But then I started doing Stampin' Up. A lot more with videos and a lot more blogging and such, and it didn't work out. So maybe in years from now. Okay, so this is Wink of Stella, and I could just dab it on, but that's no fun. I have to flick it. So if you see here, well, this is a ballast. So when I press this, but not too hard because it's going to drip. It's going to drip. I can go like that and just flick. Now I know it doesn't really show up on the camera. Now, the one thing is, if I want this area, I actually have to be down below. Or if I want to do it this way, I can start at the bottom and get most of it. So, don't need a lot. And now I can see the sparkles, but I don't think you can see the sparkles. But trust me, they're there. As would the recipient of the card see it. All right, so let's bring the card back in. We're not done yet, of course. And now this I'm going to glue down. And so from here over, so I'm going to go kind of like this and say I'm only gluing that part. It's kind of good to know. We don't want to glue the card shut, right? No one can get inside. Okay, so we don't need a lot, but I am going to put enough. Now, you know me, you know I'm going south of center with this. So I'm not going to try and put it in the center. I like the look of it when it's, let's see if we got that straight. There we go, straight. To my eye, that looks straight. I like the look of it being unbalanced. I don't know if that's the right word, but yeah. All right, so I'm almost done, yay, but I'm going to use these because they're quicker. Doot, doot, and going to attach this. There, I put this card out of the way. I shouldn't have done that. Actually, I wanted them to go across, so 1, 2, yeah, that's good. I was just making sure I didn't put any over here, and hopefully I didn't. Oh, handy dandy scissors. Waste not, right? All right. And we're not done yet either. We have more. There's always more. And I will need your help for that more, by the way. So that one. So I think we're good. Just checking to see where these two are. They're not in the way at all. So we'll take up the backings of the dimensionals. And you know me, I don't go crazy with dimensionals. I don't see the reason, but I do like things popped up. They will go through the mail. No problemo. Just checking. And get that straight. It's a lot harder when it's like this far in front of yourself. Okay, so here's the question. I'll show you this first. So I had put these on, and these are the holiday rhinestone basic jewels. It's no wonder I can't remember all the names. And I showed it to my daughter, and she went, I don't like the green. So I wasn't sure. So I could use the green. I don't know. Let's put one of these on. Make it a little less sticky. You tell me. So that's the red, but I only have the larger left. Or I put basic rhinestone jewels. I said it backwards. Jewels, basic rhinestones. Same thing, right? Yeah. Anyway. So I'm going to take that one off for now. But in the meantime, while I'm waiting for your decision, did you notice this? How I have this really pretty rich razzleberry thread? We don't sell that. We don't sell that. But what we do sell, shouldn't say sell, what we have. Hi, Sandy. No worries. You can always watch the replay. What we do have is linen thread, and you can color it. Yes, you can. I have to put my lid back on this. All right. You can color it. So I have my, which one is it? The dark? No, the light Poppy Parade. And I'm just going to do a little bit because it takes a little bit for it to dry. So I actually have a piece that's done. So I just hold it down and just drag it through. Hope that's in the center. And just kind of guess at the size you need or the length you need. So isn't that cool? So now I have Poppy Parade ribbon. I could make it Night of Navy. I could make it, you know, I think the darker colors would work better than, say, Blushing Bride. I don't think would do too much for this. And I don't have any, nope, I actually took my blends back upstairs. So, okay, I don't see any decisions left, so I may go with what I'm thinking. All right, so I'll bring this back. I will attach this. I'm just waiting to see what you think. And I know there's a delay. You may have already answered. If you think I should use the basic rhinestone, like the clear, or if I should use the colored. All right, so I'm going to make a bow, and chances are I'm going to have to cut the ends off because I wasn't sure how much I would need. You could color a basic. I could color it. This is true. This is true. See, and I thought that's pretty close, but there. All right, now I want my bow to be a whole lot smaller. One, that's really sloppy. And two, I see a little piece of, there we go. A little fuzzy. I got rid of it. All right, so it's just a regular bow. And then I'm just pulling the ends, pulling until, And then I'm going to make them look a little more rounded. It's just manipulation, pretty much. And I can pull, make that smaller, pull, make that smaller, and then pull again. It's a lot of pulling. All right. And then, now, these glue dots are too big for that. But that's okay, because all you're going to do, you know what, Carol? All you're going to do is roll that and put it at the back. So you know what, Carol? I didn't either until I had seen it recently, and I went, why am I not doing this? You can't buy every color of ribbon. Well, maybe you could. You could have whatever you want. Wow, I really did use a lot, didn't I? And I'm going to cut that. And I'm okay when the ribbon is longer than the card. Oopsie. Should have brought my sharp, there we go, scissors with me. There we go, there we go. Okay. But yeah, so I can have like this color or so many colors. All right, well I'm not, which end? This end, we'll try this end. Oh, it's very light, kind of like the card. It almost looked pink. Okay, well, let's do, I should use the other end. We have two ends, of course. I call this the bullet end. I'm sure it's got another name for it. And this is the brush end. So, and it doesn't come off on you? Oh, okay. You learn something every day, you know? Well, you know what, Carol? Now you know what you can do with your linen thread. The blends, they're so easy. I imagine you can use our markers too. I haven't tried them because I mostly have blends. Okay, one of these and two of those. All right. That should do it. Okay, decision made. And I really like the way this one turned out because this is on the roll and I had just started the roll and it was all nice and wonky. And that's really what I like. So this one I would probably mess up the ends just a bit to make it. And when I say mess up, just kind of twirl them until I could get something. Well, that's kind of cool. You see the way that unwound? It won't stay that way, but that would be so cool if it did. That is awesome. Wow. Cool. Wowee. All right, so we'll kind of, yeah, we'll go the same. Looks pretty good. A little more pink than I would have thought, but that's okay. Because you know what? You can always go a color darker. You could always go cherry cobbler. Now this is the light Poppy Parade. I should have brought the dark one with me. I'm going to go like that. And then I'm going to put one over. Oh, hello. There we go. Make them somewhat the same. Ta-da! Phew! Oh my goodness, I amused myself. We got the Wink of Stella. We remembered the sparklies. We remembered, wow. Wow. So there they are. There they are. Now this is the one you'll see on my blog. And in the picture, you can really see this one little blob of Wink of Stella. And I actually said, like, that's Wink of Stella. So, you know. So my blog will go live after I've got the video uploaded. And like I said, the measurements are all in this video because I figured why type it if you've already said it. And I think we went over them. What else? Oh, I'm going to put the links. Like I always said, I sound like a broken record. The links, important links, will be added. And the one link will be to the blog. So you can see still photos of this and whatever else is there. I wrote it days ago. I don't remember. And anyway, thank you so much. This has been a crazy year, but a fun year. Pretty well since March. We've done so many videos together and made a lot of cards. And then and so many people have messaged me showing me their cards, which is awesome. Like if you want to put it right on Lolly and Sand, that's fine. Or if you want to send me a private message, that's fine too. It's up to you, but I love seeing your cards. So, you know, it's really awesome. I should mention, you can't get any of these products yet. If you were a demonstrator, you could. You still have time, you could be. But there's a nice joining special that we'll talk about next week that makes it worth waiting. You know, I'm on fire tonight. Okay, Sandy. Truth, it's all written down, but thank you. Measurements all written down. I could not remember. Although it almost sounded like I remembered the name of the embossing folder that I can never remember the name. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to see you next Tuesday. So have a wonderful Christmas, however it turns out for everybody. We all will make the very best of it. And I will see you next week, Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I've got a card already planned. A blog is already ready to go. I amaze myself sometimes. I'm being totally sarcastic. Surprise! Hey, Stacy, welcome. Merry Christmas to you as well. Okay, my friends. Bye-bye. See you next Tuesday.